Welcome everybody. My name is Michael, and today we have more Shiba Inu news because the story just gets crazier and crazier. So, a while back, Vitalik Buterin, he had some Shiba Inu and other meme coins and clone coins and whatever, and he decided to donate some of that and burn others. And looks like that is now worth a whole lot of money. Approximately $32.5 billion. That is right. And when you're talking about someone a couple months back when it was even worth hundreds of millions of dollars, and after fees and all of this, and after it went down, still donating millions of dollars to charity, or tens of millions, or whatever the final number was, because by the time the charity gets it, since everything fluctuates so crazily, especially meme coins and cryptocurrency, it's quite difficult to donate. I mean, he didn't have to, so there's always going to be that one person who's complaining, oh my god, he donated too little. Yeah, he didn't have to donate a single dollar. So the fact that he donated technically $1 billion or whatever, and then it turned out to be millions of dollars, because again, it fluctuates so crazily in cryptocurrency, he still didn't have to donate. And anybody who complains that anybody's donating, whether it's $10, $1 million, or $100 trillion, shush your mouth. You have to donate as well. Otherwise, you are rude and your opinion is invalid. Anyways, today is an interesting day because Dogecoin is back in the top 10. Shiba Inu is still at number 10. And we're talking about these coins that have now made lots of normal people millionaires. You have so many stories popping up where, oh my god, my friend is now a Shiba Inu millionaire. I wish I invested in Shiba Inu. No. Listen, just because right now it's in the top 10, you have to remember, it is a meme coin. Anything can happen. It can crash just as fast tomorrow morning. And all the people who have made their money, there's a lot of posts now like, hey, congratulations, but you should probably take out, if not all of it, then a majority of that, because we're talking about millions of dollars. Take that out and, invest that into something a lot stabler. You can still stay in cryptocurrency. My advice is, if you really want to go full out, put that money, not all of it, because, cryptocurrency is where you made the bulk of it, so maybe go into stabler Bitcoin, Ethereum, Binance, whatever, anything in the top 10 that's not a meme coin. It's crazy that now we're getting a couple meme coins in the top 10 regardless. So you could always stay in cryptocurrency, but put in hundreds of thousands of dollars into an index fund and watch that sucker grow. Go into a Roth IRA and start, if you have a company, if you work with a company, put as much money as you can annually into that 401k plan or for 437b or whatever, if you're a teacher, military, or government worker, whatever. There's different types of retirement plans out there. Just start investing in index funds, mutual funds, look up ETFs, look up the differences between them, and realize that if you just leave it in there and put in a little bit each month, or you just put in hundreds of thousands of dollars right now, you can still have millions of dollars by the time you retire, even if the millions of dollars you have in cryptocurrency right now suddenly evaporate. So you will never, ever be poor. Or buy real estate, or do both. Buy a building that you can rent out to people, put money into index funds, have some money in stabler coins, and then keep 10% or 5% or 1% or 25%, no more than 25%. That's, it's kind of pushing it into meme coins. You still might continue to grow, and you might always get a little bit sad. Trust me, I know how it is, because I saw coins that I used to have that I had thousands of dollars of. I used to have Dogecoin back in 2013, but that's not like what I'm missing out on. What I missed out on was VibeHub. I had thousands of dollars of that, and 3 months later, I sold it. I sold it for a profit of an extra $1,000. I was super happy. I got $3K. I sold for $4K. I saw a couple weeks later, oh no, it's at $25K. Then it was over $1.1 million. So, in 3 months, it's just crazy to see that. You had something that, like, whatever, I was paid for a single video being worth $1.1 million or more or whatever. And then it crashed. It crashed crazily. But still, even if I sold it for half of $1 million or a quarter or whatever, it's just crazy to think about that sum. And there's other people who are thinking, oh no, I could have had tens of millions or hundreds of millions or billions or whatever. Yeah, but there's so many days that you could have sold, so no regrets. You can't punch yourself over this. You have to remember, there's always risk. So just because Vitalik Buterin donated and burned, and now that burns $32.5 billion, it could have just as well been a single dollar. It's crazy. You never know what's going to happen in cryptocurrency. But also, when stuff like this happens, a lot of people get excited, and it is exciting. It's crazy news, but it also makes me nervous. And maybe I'm kind of one of the weird ones in crypto, but after losing money because I got too greedy, ever since that point, my life has completely changed. And I never, ever, ever want to return there. That's why maybe I am a little bit too skeptical. Maybe I am a little bit more on the low risk side because I want to be successful in the future and I want to sleep well at night. And I don't want to be ripping my hair out when I remember, those days where, crypto was like extremely volatile and my portfolio could go up or down 20K in a single day. I wasn't sleeping well. I wasn't having a good time. There's days I wanted to rip my hair out because it was like, no, why does it go down? No, come on. Or even if it went up, but I sold and I was like, no. So, you just don't want that to happen. You want to sleep well at night. And the best way to do that is if you really think that, hey, this is the future project that's going to beat Bitcoin, probably not. But whatever. If it's good to continue grow, maybe hold on a little bit. So you're not going to be beating yourself up over it. But don't go over a certain amount. If you made your millions right now, So in relation to Vitalik Buterin, he now just holds a sum of $268 around there of Shiba Inu. And a lot of people are like, oh my God, he's crazy for selling it. First of all, he's always been a millionaire. Well, not always, but he's been a millionaire for many years now in cryptocurrency. He potentially, he's worth probably hundreds of millions of dollars at least, if not a billionaire. We don't know the full statistics, but I'm going to lean on the side that right now he's close to $1 billion or he's over $1 billion or whatever. We don't know all his debts. We don't know exactly how much of the Ethereum. Sure, we know close to how much he has, but we don't know if that's all his, what his expenses are, if he's planning to do something with that project, whatever. Anyways, so today he just has $268 worth of Shiba, but he's definitely not poor. And there's another aspect you have to think about. This was kind of a ploy in the marketing plan, right? So in the wolf paper, the play on white paper, the developers of Shiba Inu sent half of the supply of Shiba Inu to trillions upon trillions to Vitalik, knowing that he'd either sell or burn or whatever, and he could have done anything he wanted to. If he could have sold that for millions of dollars and kept it all for himself, and who cares? The crypto world would probably forget about it. But the fact that he donated parts of that, which approximately it was $1 billion, $1.6 billion, something like that, to the India COVID relief fund, and then donated to other charities, and then the price fell, whatever. And that wasn't the whole sum that he received. So he burned 90% or whatever. It was the majority that he received later after he donated. And that crashed the price a little bit, and there was other factors that crashed the price. But in the long term, that caused the price to grow because a burn, just like with Ethereum right now, just like yesterday's video, the supply is dwindling. When the supply is dwindling of a valuable asset, the asset inevitably goes up in value, of course, because it's rare. Everyone wants it. Then, the chance of owning it is slim, and it's getting slimmer every single day for the average nobody who's just getting into cryptocurrency. They're going to want it. They're going to be like, oh no, every single day there's less of it, right? So the question is, if Vitalik Buterin didn't burn it, but held on to it or dumped it, or he never received it or whatever, it just didn't happen, would Shiba Inu be at the place where it is now? Potentially not. So would the billions of dollars that he burned, or tens of billions or whatever, would that have ever taken place? If he didn't receive it, then no. But if he did receive it, and he received a lot less, maybe the impact would be a lot less. And, there's so many variables here that we could go into, but Shiba Inu, for sure, would not be in the place that it is today, because we don't know what the developers would have done with that coin. If it was in circulation, maybe it wouldn't even be in the top 100, because we're talking about half of the supply. And this is a coin that rose 97 million %. These figures are crazy to talk about. since New Year's Eve or something like that. It's not like, oh, grow 1,000%. No, 97 million percent. So just be careful. It's a little bit of a risky asset. And that's today's video. We're discussing about it again. Maybe I'm skeptical, but I'm trying to look out for everybody in cryptocurrency. I don't care what ultimately you're able to invest whatever. That's your decision what you want to invest into. It's your decision how much you want to have of your portfolio. Just like I'm learning the consequences of my decisions. I could have made some amazing decisions. I made some silly decisions. I'm not an expert. I'm sure there's other people who are extremely smart and they made a lot of money and they're going to come out just fine. But there's also, statistically speaking, there's also a good chance that some people won't come out just fine. And they're going to be in a much worse position than I was. I got into debt, but I didn't have to declare bankruptcy. I was close, but it could have been a lot worse. It could have been millions of dollars in debt had I done a couple more silly mistakes. So I just care for you guys, want everything to be okay. And that's today's video. So thanks so much for watching. See you guys tomorrow.